We're taught that Purim was the day that Klal Yisrael, the Jewish people, accepted the Torah out of their own free will without being forced. It seems that when they were standing at Har Sinai, at the time of the divine revelation, so we're told that the mountain was lifted above them, and they were told, if you accept the Torah, fine. If not, this mountain will come right down on you. They walked around over all the generations with that feeling of having been coerced into accepting Torah. It was only after the story of Purim that they accepted upon themselves to keep the mitzvahs out of their own free will. Because they saw the miracle, they felt very close to Hashem and they accepted it. This is so difficult to understand. What did they see in Purim that they did not see in coming out of Egypt? The miracles of Yetzias Mitzrayim, the Makkos, the plagues, the splitting of the sea. They said, Zeh Keli V'Anveu, they saw Hashem with such clarity. No, but they were forced into it, because the mountain was lifted above them. Whereas Purim, after the story of Purim, there they accepted it. There they saw the miracle. How does one compare the miracle of Purim? Yeah, where the story, the plot that I guess was composed by the Creator, turned everything upside down. Instead of hanging Mordechai, Haman was hanged. Instead of killing out the Jews, the anti-Semites were killed out. But how does that compare to the spectacular miracles of Yetzias Mitzrayim? And the answer is that the spectacular is not always the greatest. What do I mean by that? We don't exactly know what this means, but the rabbis say that all of the different festivals will disappear except for Purim. Purim is something that's going to be permanent. But it's also so difficult to understand. Purim seems to be the smallest of all the miracles that we celebrate. Purim, the oil didn't even burn for 8 days. All Hashem did was He made sure that destiny had it. It was divine intervention, and it was the right person in the right place at the right time. But nothing supernatural really happened in the entire Purim story. You see, the idea that Hashem will put Himself out for us in a spectacular way here and there, although it's impressive in showing us that Hashem really does run the world, in terms of that feeling of closeness, it still involves some degree of surrender. Meaning the Jews accepted the Torah because they knew it was true. They understood without any question whatsoever, Hashem runs the world. There wasn't an element in nature that He didn't tear to bits. There was no question, it's Hashem who runs the world and not some other force. So of course, if then asked, if the Creator tells you this is what you should be doing, then everyone understood it was their responsibility. There was an element of coercion in that, I guess, listen, He's the boss, He runs the show. If this is what He tells us to do, we've got to listen. We have clarity, we saw it in all the miracles, we don't have any question whatsoever that He runs the world, and as a result of His running the world, we've got to listen to Him. Not so in the story of Purim. The story of Purim doesn't just show the greatness of Hashem. The story of Purim, above all, shows that Hashem is always thinking of us. It's the love Hashem has for us, where regardless of what is going on, and even when it sounds as if He's forgotten us, neglected us, He's there. And everything is being done in a way where the Creator has thought through just how to bring about the most perfect state for the Jews. That's not just a feeling of power. That's not a matter of surrendering to the one that runs the world. It's an understanding that Hashem loves us, and loves us unconditionally, and is there for us all the time, no matter what happens. What Jews accepted upon themselves in Purim is our side of the relationship. The relationship where we are so close to Hashem, and there's nothing like it because He only loves us. So many Jews today, if they would only know the secret, they think Hashem has chas v'shalom abandoned us or them. They're going through life with so much pain, with so much anger, so much frustration. If only they'd know the truth and understand that behind the scenes all is being orchestrated by Hashem for their good. Their quality of life would be so much greater. So many people walk around with that attitude of, it's so difficult to be a Jew. No, what can you do? Hashem said so, I'm stuck. If only they would appreciate, there's nothing like it. Hashem only loves us, there's nothing else. He only loves us. The hardship, it's only a matter of challenge so that we can earn and earn more and build ourselves and become great. If only people knew. So we at the Jerusalem Kol believe that people have to know. And we make sure that everyone here gets that message loud and clear and then goes out there and shares it with the rest of the Jewish people. May we all have a wonderful Purim. May all Jews come to the realization that Hashem only loves us and is there for us at all times, in all situations. And it is wonderful to be part of the army of Hashem.